All right, it is monthly haul time. I have bought a lot of things this month. This is everything that I didn't buy at IMATS, but I also had an IMATS haul, so I will link to that in a card. I think it's over here and in the description bar down below in case you're interested in seeing what I got at Toronto IMATS. However, I got a whole bunch of products here to talk about as well. Let's start out for the reason for the bag. So that is a Deciem bag, and I went to a Deciem event, I would say a few weeks ago, and they very kindly gave us 30% off all the products there, which kind of made me laugh because their products are so inexpensive to begin with. So I picked up the Ordinary foundation. This is their full coverage foundation, and I've heard so many people talking about this that I kind of wanted to give it a try myself. Now, I would have preferred the sheer version, but if you have followed Deciem at all, you know that their stock has been really bad since they launched these products. So they didn't have my shade in the sheer version, so I got the full coverage instead. I have the shade 1.1N, and it's fair neutral. It's kind of funny, so we were given the opportunity to get products at 30% off, which kind of made me laugh because this foundation is really only like $6 or $7, so I think I got it for $5, which was very nice of them, but their products are so inexpensive to begin with. I haven't tried this yet because I was gonna save it for a first impressions video, which I will have coming up. I really like the packaging on this. It does contain 1 full ounce. Yep, 1 full ounce, just like the same as any other foundation on the market. But it also has a pump top, which has been my #1 complaint with high-end foundations that cost you an arm and a leg and then just don't have a pump top. So I'm really happy that they've put one in with this one. One of the products I had delivered to my mailbox was a product that I had actually bought several months ago, but they weren't doing the restock until, I think it was supposed to be October, but they got it out early. And that is Colored Rain. I finally caved and got the Queen of Hearts palette. I had seen Samantha wearing so many gorgeous looks from this palette, but I just kept putting off buying it because we all know I've got a ton of palettes and why do I need another one? In the end, I couldn't resist it, and I mean, look how pretty that is. Of course I couldn't resist it. These colors are so beautiful, and I love how they're laid out, which is always hugely important to me in a palette. So the shimmery ones are actually foil finish eyeshadows, and the rest of them are matte, which is so nice. I love how brands have gone way towards the matte end of things in recent years because it's just so much easier to make a cohesive eye look if you've got a ton of mattes in your palette. So I haven't actually played with this yet, which kind of makes me sad, but I have photographed it and I've swatched it, and those pictures will be coming to the blog. But now that that's all done and I've talked about it in this video, I can finally start playing with it. And I'm so excited too. I'm so glad that I finally bought this. The only thing that's a little bit sad is that this is the packaging. Here's the palette. But the box is the part that has the pretty stuff on it. But I mean, this is basically just gonna end up in the garbage at this point. I have no need for this outer packaging. I wish that had been imprinted on here, but hey, what are you gonna do? Oh, and one thing to mention, I actually think this product is now a permanent item for Colored Rain. So double check their website, but last I checked it was still in stock. So I'm really happy to see that because so many people wanted this palette. I have 3 lip products here that I have mentioned in my favorites video, I think, which went up before this video. And these are the Ciate glitter flips. I picked these up after I saw them in a Facebook video, and people were just having their minds blown by these glitter lipsticks. So it's a metallic liquid lipstick. You put it on, you wait a minute, you press your lips together, and it, boom, glitter appears. They are transfer proof, and I want to own every single shade. So I have more of the unique colors. I have a teal, I've got a purple and a black, and they do make some red colors and a berry one that I really want, but I think I'm gonna hold off to order those during the VIB sale because I've spent a lot of money in August and I need to calm down. I was also gifted a few items from a fellow blogger. Her name is Shauna. She has the blog Spill the Beauty, which I will link down below, but she just didn't need these products and she knows I'm a fan, so she handed them over. First one is this Seche Vive Instant Gel Effect Top Coat. I've talked about this a lot at this point. I think it's been in several favorites. This is wonderful. This is hands down the best top coat I've ever used in my life. It makes my manicure last a week, sometimes longer, which is groundbreaking for me. I used to be somebody who had nail polish shipping within 6 hours, and this stops that. So I am so happy to have another one of this. It is also on the pricier side. I think it's 14 or 15 bucks, which I am more than happy to pay because that is the best product I've ever used for my nails. But hey, if I can get a free one from a friend who doesn't need it, I will more than gladly take it. And then Shauna also knows how much I love the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadows. So she wasn't having a great time with this product herself, and she asked me if I had the shade Smoky Storm, and I told her I did not, and she was like, here you go. And I was like, yes. I love all of these so much, and I am so glad to add another color to my collection because they're incredible. I just love how easily this goes on my eyes. The applicator is great. I can't get enough of these, so I'm gonna stop talking about these because like the Seche Vive, I've talked about them ad nauseum. So I love these, go get you some. The last few items in this haul are gonna come as no surprise to anyone. What do I do? Too Faced released their Peaches and Cream collection, and I'm just like, I want everything. Give me everything you got. But there's a lot of items in this collection, and it's kind of spendy. So I've got a few here, and it's gonna be kind of distressing because this collection is going to have new pieces every single season, and I'm just like, I don't know if I have the money for this. So the first item I got, which will be no surprise to anybody, is this Just Peachy Mattes palette. I knew I wanted the eyeshadow palette immediately because I love the Sweet Peach palette, and this is just a play off of that one. So this is supposed to be an all mattes palette. There is one satin shade in here, and that is Sangria. It's not a big deal. For the sake of this palette, we can just say that they are predominantly matte shades. And the colors are gorgeous. I am so happy that there's so much like brightness right in the center. And of course there's some lighter shades in case you wanna like highlight your brow bone or, you know, do your lid shade that color. And then the deeper ones on the other side to deepen everything up. One thing though, it doesn't have the same peach scent the Sweet Peach palette has. I overall preferred that scent more. I think this is, I don't know, not as much up my alley, I guess. It smells more like a gummy peach fruit. It's got that peach scent, but there's a little bit of cream in it, which makes sense because this whole collection is supposed to be peach and sweet fig cream. But in terms of appeal, I did prefer the Sweet Peach collection scent more. This one's just a little bit different. That is one thing to keep in mind though, like if you are super sensitive to scented products, this collection is gonna be a no-go for you because everything has that same scent, including the foundation that I picked up. So this is their Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation, and this is the shade Snow, which I'm going to be keeping. I did also order the shade Porcelain, but for whatever reason, the color matches don't seem to be equivalent to the Born This Way foundation, and I normally wear the Porcelain shade in the summer months, and Porcelain in this formula was way too deep for me. So Snow it is, and that is their palest shade that they make. And I was a little bit concerned when I first pulled this out, and I was like, oh no, because it's a nice squeeze tube, which is fine, and it comes with a pump top. But usually when you get a squeeze tube with a pump top, it usually means that the formula is quite a thick cream, and I am not a fan of that for foundation. Not the case with this one. This is actually a very liquidy foundation, which I am happy to report. And I'm just really excited to try this one out. I will have a full video trying out all of these products, but I'm still waiting on a lipstick to show up that I ordered. This whole collection was kind of released a little bit piecemeal, which is a little bit frustrating. Not all the lipstick shades were available on launch day. The highlighter wasn't available, the melting bronzer wasn't available, so I didn't buy everything that I wanted, but you know what? I think I've spent enough, so I'm gonna calm down. So what else I got? I got the Sweetie Pie bronzer, which, I mean, it's a bronzer. I'm gonna be suckered in no matter what. But it comes in this beautiful packaging, and then the inside, it's like it's a peach pie. How cute is that? So there is an overspray on it that's a little bit of gold. It'll come off the first time you use it. But I haven't even touched it yet because it's so pretty. There is a little bit of peach mixed in with the bronze, so I think it's gonna look quite luminous, more like a peachy bronze flush, which makes sense with this collection. But man, everything is just so beautiful about this collection. And the last item I actually got 2 of these, but the other one was kind of busted, so I'm gonna be returning that. These are the Peach My Cheeks Melting Powder Blush. Again, package is absolutely adorable. So this is a melting powder blush that feels, well, it looks, I haven't touched it yet, it looks predominantly like it's going to be a cream blush, but I've heard that if you touch your finger to it or a brush, it basically just dissolves into powder. So this is Peach Berry. I think it's beautiful. I know people are scared by a color like this, but it's really gonna come off as like more of a soft berry sheen. I did also order a shade that was more of a peach tone, but the packaging was totally screwed up. Like the product had fallen out and there was like goop everywhere, so I'm just gonna be taking that one back. And I probably won't replace it because I think I've bought enough in this collection as it is. Whew, so that's everything. That is all of the items that I picked up throughout August that were not from IMATS. It's a lot. I got a lot throughout August, and considering our condo move, I probably should not have been that spendy, but there were a lot of launches this month that I was super interested in. So that's it for August. I think that was enough. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!